I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Except what we got now.
We have an agenda for this evening. We have any changes or amendments to that agenda? If not, motion to approve. Motion, second. Second, motion second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Approval of minutes.
We have a form.
We had the minutes from Michelle. And we have a motion to those minutes.
Motion to
We have a
approve the
motion.
minutes.
Second. We have a second. Second. We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
No.
Okay. No correspondence, no plan submittals. Plan reviews and unfinished business. Personal care home, plan development. So we're coming up to the August meeting again. And Michelle, you sent them a letter.
This email that I put in your packets, it's from Drs. Geraldine and Monty, okay, the applicant. And they were not willing to attend the meeting because there are no updates, and they felt that attending the meeting would generate additional bills for them, for their engineer, and possibly us. My question now is, what do you want me to do?
Yeah. So they're not responding for a time extension, and
They haven't granted an extension?
we've granted many already. It's
This
a
is-
couple of years.
In your packet.
Yeah, this is not going anywhere.
So,
We should just drop this because this is not going anywhere. It's almost a year. They
so,
don't have the money. They didn't have the necessary money they would need for the improvement of the sewage capacity, anything. So my recommendation, if I have one, is that we should drop it.
okay, so you know what that happens, you know what the procedure is then. It goes on to the board of supervisors.
Right.
It pushes on for them. So,
So I think, just if I could interject.
Yeah.
Is there a current engineer review letter with outstanding items that aren't completed?
Yes.
So if you're inclined not to keep this on your agenda anymore, my recommendation would be that you refer it to the board of supervisors with a recommendation that the plan be denied for the reasons set forth in the last engineer's review letter. So whatever those outstanding things are, they would need to be able to be specific about what is not compliant about the plan in order to just deny it. So, and it seems like if their board of supervisors deadline for action is August 31st. You're up again. I mean, you have to refer it this month. Because there might not be a board of supervisors meeting after your August meeting, and then it would be.
yeah,
Approved, so today, this really is your action deadline.
right, okay,
And the thing is the letter and the whole issue is they don't have the money. You know, they can't do the turn. They can't put in the sewage capacity to turn a 3-bedroom into a 5-bedroom nursing facility. So they can't meet that, and we can't give them that credit. They wanted to give them 3 years to come up with money. Remember that?
Well, they may need,
they wanted to phase the project.
they may need 3 years anyway, because we're in a quag right now with the whole Mount Nebo to Holy Cross. 209 widening. So they could end up spending no money on the third money if they waited out.
We don't need to tell them that, 'cause we
What's
really
what's
don't
going
need
to
it.
happen though is, it'll probably be rejected and they'll have to start all over.
Well, yeah, and they're,
But,
yeah, I mean, I can't see,
they're not-
I can't see delaying it until PennDOT decides to put a third lane up and down 209. I mean, they're not even talking about letting that until 28 maybe.
The reason for the, that 90-day period, and there's always a little bit of give and take between the township and an applicant with that, but. Your ordinances are gonna change, circumstances on the ground are gonna change, and you can't just keep this. On your agenda and not going anywhere for years, and it looks like this is by far the most number of tablings or extensions that you have of any plan.
Yeah.
Going back to
This started in
23.
2023. Yeah,
So we're approaching, 2 years.
Yeah,
But you know what, Todd, if they were here tonight and ask for an extension, we might give it.
I mean, I think you want to know, like, well, what is the time frame? What are you looking at? What's holding you up right now? And give us some details, and they're not here to do that, they don't wanna come, so.
Well, that's what Michelle was asking, so. Okay, so,
Michelle, did we get any other correspondence from their council at all?
For personal care home?
Yeah.
No,
Keep
this is
that
the
up.
first time I've been sending letters and emails to them and their engineer to appear before the planning commission, just to give an update, what's going on. The engineer would refer to the applicant, the owner, and this is the first one I've gotten in quite a while. So they're basically just,
yeah, and here they're,
nothing's changed.
and they're still talking about funds here, they don't have the funds.
okay, so you're making a motion.
We're making a motion that we deny it,
Recommend.
we recommend it goes on to the supervisor for
Yeah.
their review.
Recommending denying.
Deny the plan for the reasons that are the outstanding issues, unaddressed issues in the last, you'll have to fill in the date, whatever the last engineer's review letter is.
I said just what he said.
I know, that's what I've been writing.
He's always been good.
I know, I know.
Okay, we have a motion. We have a second?
Second.
Okay, motion is second. Any comments or questions?
Yeah.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Sorry, guys, for a lot of me, and I normally let the board make a motion to second, I never come along for the ride.
Okay, Marshall Square Shopping Center. Another issue. August 27th.
Okay, so the email that I have in your packet, you'll see toward the bottom, I highlighted it. This was the first time that we heard that they withdrew the plan. It was an email to a fellow employee regarding them being Marshall Square to provide additional money for the retainer account, okay? They're saying that they withdrew the plans. It has been on the supervisor's agenda the last few meetings. They do know that they have to act at no later than their August 14th meeting. Because of the withdrawal of the plan based on this email, it looks pretty black and white.
Yeah, I mean, I would, I don't know exactly how this is handled in Middle Smithfield Township, but I think that the questions like refunds are typically things that would be handled by the board of supervisors, so you just refer it to them. Say, we've received this, notice that they've withdrawn the plan, they're asking for a refund, you can decide whether that's a.
No, not asking for a refund, we're asking them for more money because they owe the township,
Oh, well then.
they owe the township
They always-
quite a bit.
Yeah, oh, I thought they had a.
Yeah, that was $4,685.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's what they use.
Right.
well, that's a collection case.
Yes, Pat's on it, the letter had gone out, but it's still a matter of the plan action to do that.
I would just maybe acknowledge in the minutes, acknowledge receipt of a letter, an email from them on May 30th indicating that they've withdrawn the plan. That way the minutes can be,
Okay,
kind of close the loop on that.
I agree with what Todd said.
okay. So we're gonna
Email.
make a motion.
I make a motion, yes,
To recommend rejection.
rejection of the plan and based on their letter. that
Well, it
they-
doesn't, are we talking about this Marshall Square? 'Cause I don't
Yes,
think we're rejecting, we're just.
now they
saying
said
it's been
they
withdrawn.
withdrew the plan.
Yes, there's nothing to act on.
Right.
There is no plan.
Do we have to make a motion on their withdrawal?
If they're not, I don't see that as requiring action. Like if the plan, if they pull it back, there's nothing for us to do other than acknowledge this plan has been withdrawn.
So
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
acknowledging that in the minutes is all we have to do.
Acknowledge that they have withdrawn the plan and there's no
As of
further
May
action
30th.
required.
Yeah,
You want to take your motion back then?
well, I take the motion back and we make a motion to accept their letter of May 30th, saying, telling us that they withdrew the plan.
Okay. Okay, we have a motion. Mark?
Michelle, are we all right with this whole thing, or, and Todd, are we okay? I mean, Kylie's financial secretary. She's,
What do you
I
mean?
mean, she's the one who started this email.
Yes, because she was trying to collect the
Yeah,
fees.
yeah.
And Dennis Krell said, we withdrew the plan, do I still owe you this money? Again, that's the first time that we knew that they withdrew the plan, because they've been on the agenda since 2023 also.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with them withdrawing the plan, I just wanna know when did they withdraw?
It says,
No, they officially, here,
This is the first time we
Withdrawn the
Yes.
plan.
officially
this,
was May
this is the
30th.
He
first.
should have at least replied to you, Michelle.
I know, or their engineer,
Or
somebody.
the engineer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's pretty, all I'm saying is I appreciate everything Kylie does for the township, and she's in a secretarial position in the finance office. It's not really
Yeah, it shouldn't have passed on.
a member, it's not a member of leadership that it's being communicated to, it's just, he's responding to a clerk's email that says, you know, we want more money, and then he says we withdrew it, it's like, what? All right,
I mean, I agree that the way typically these things are handled a little more formally.
Mhm.
It's withdrawing a plan, there's more correspondence to document it, but at the end of the day, the time frames that the township is operating under are for the benefit of the owner, the applicant, so the township doesn't drag it out, that's why we have to act within 90 days, and they grant extensions. But, you know, I don't think there's any way that you could read this, we have withdrawn the plan. Other than that, they would withdrawn the plan, I mean, they can't turn around and say, well, you didn't review my plan in time and we're entitled to a deemed approval or something like that. Well, no, you wrote to us, with all this, you withdrew your plan, like, what
but
is there for us to
the
do?
answer was that the retainer still needs to be kept on file, no, it doesn't, but we want the money you owe us.
Right, and Attorney Armstrong on June 5th sent a letter to Dennis Krell to acknowledge this email that we did receive your correspondence dated May 30th. That they are withdrawing this plan that was dated July 6, 2023. But in addition to the above, please also accept this correspondence as notification that you currently owe the township.
Okay.
So Patrick's on
Yeah,
it, he's on it, I think, just so you can get it off your agenda.
Yeah.
Acknowledge the withdrawal and then that's,
Okay,
the
thank
big,
you.
it's a few
Thank you.
months.
I think I seconded it for discussion.
Yep,
So,
okay. We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. So we have a letter from, Mount Nebo Apartments LLC. Granting extension for 90 days. So it will extend to November 27th.
I make a motion to accept that extension.
second,
We have a motion and a second. Any comments or questions? All in favor? Opposed?
No.
And last but not least, CCP,
this
they requested to be tabled for the August meeting. Motion to table.
Yeah, they had a deadline on getting on with this project over a year ago. Because it had been on the table for so long and we've gone no place.
No, this just came in.
This is a new one.
This is the new one. The other one was on the books for about 10 or 12.
oh yeah,
Years,
and
yeah.
it was withdrawn in 2024, now back.
Okay,
So this is a new.
Yeah.
this is a new one, okay. I make a motion to accept,
This was just submitted last month.
to
table.
to table till 8/21.
Second,
We have a motion and we have a second. Any comments or questions?
No.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay.
Do you wanna make a motion to table Mount Nebo since they said they wouldn't be here also, even though
Yes.
you took the extension?
Yes, we have a motion to table Mount Nebo,
Yes,
a motion, second,
yes.
any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. The zoning ordinance,
Oh, yes.
it would have been nice to have an happen, but,
The map didn't change.
no, it didn't change, but. You know, just nice to flip back and forth and see.
I went through some of it, I didn't see anything. For as far as I got through it.
Well, I'm looking at the county comments for the first time, and they make it valid. They have some valid comments. There's 75 chickens too many from 10 acres.
Well,
And then you-
no roosters.
Signs, you know, Article 9 came up to signs, you know. Talking about content, or we can't really because of the Supreme Court ruling.
Right, right.
So there's some things on here I think we need to look at,
So,
for sure, which I'm sure Pat will be all over once he.
what are the supervisors thinking of this? Moving it through now or going for revisions?
No, I don't think we want to make,
What's that?
I don't think we want to make any revisions, but I mean, these points, I think will be kept.
I mean, it can be amended,
Yeah,
this,
yeah.
this could go on for another 10 years,
Yeah,
you know?
because, you know, we make these changes, send it back, and they find 5 more changes.
Is this the data center ordinance that we're looking at?
No, this is the zone ordinance.
The entire zone.
The whole packet.
Oh, okay. I thought it was.
Well, the county provided a sample draft ordinance with their county comments for the
got it.
entire zoning amendment. To say, get up to speed, you
Got it,
know,
okay,
something like, you know,
right,
yeah,
right.
so that's, I just put the whole thing with it.
Maybe we should have a meeting. Like a work session and go through this.
Was
It's,
the county
it's up to the supervisor, but
I mean, we did it
we
years
dealt with this
ago.
for
Well,
5
we've dealt with
years.
this years ago.
Yes, I
This is
know.
Everything you wanted and then some and.
Yes, we did. So now they're giving us this whole outline of their comments and maybe it's a
And
work
I
session.
think they're much less than I thought they were going to be.
Yeah,
That's the reality. I mean, but some of them are boilerplate comments, but that would be in
Yeah,
any comment, you know, generally consistent, this, that, whatever, but there are a couple that are, no.
Has the board scheduled a hearing on this?
You're welcome, Mark.
No,
You're welcome.
Pat is waiting for comments to come back before anything is scheduled.
Okay,
Otherwise, it's, the amendments have to go back and then that, you know how that goes, has to be changed again.
and they're looking at August the 12th
yeah, I remember.
as the date.
And Charlie Schmiel.
It's regular meeting.
That's Monroe County Planning Commission is gonna act on these comments, it has nothing to do, we don't have to worry about that. And these are recommendations.
Yeah. Well, unless you guys are gonna have detailed comments on it. That. You could just refer it and say, you know, we. Recommend adoption. And consideration of the comments from the Monroe County Planning Commission as well.
I did have a couple of quick comments.
Well,
Just, one was, and this isn't the first time I've seen this though. In the zoning districts, the airport zoning is a conditional use in the RR zone. And if you read the description of the RR zone, you know, it's in, you know, environmentally sensitive areas with, you know, streams and ponds. And, you know, to limit the amount of development. An airport?
What page are you on?
I'm under zoning district.
Under the zoning.
Yeah, just a, but Mark, it's not the first time I've seen this. I've seen it before. It's just, I don't know, maybe that should go that zone, but, I don't know how many airports have you built.
But you know, that's some of the whole zoning one, I mean, you don't really have a problem with something until you have a problem.
Yeah, yep.
Whether it's cell towers or. You know, chickens or,
Yeah. You know, RR is provide for,
you know,
provide for development of low, average, intensity. Areas that include significant important natural resources. an airport? I don't know. I mean, once you put an airport on, it's almost industrial. I mean, it just. I don't know. A couple other comments were, like in the submissions, we've reduced the planning commission submissions
In the Saldo.
in the South, but this still has. You know, for zoning, it's 14 copies.
Oh, yeah, we,
You know, I
That
mean, we're just reducing all that stuff, but it didn't hit
Well,
this.
that's something, Michelle, that probably would be the minimum, I would think, because we just changed that saldo. Because we don't want to, we don't need 14 copies.
No.
I mean,
That's not a question. I don't wanna say whether,
I mean,
normally if you make any changes in the ordinance, you have to go back through this review process again.
Yeah. And these are things that can then, after this is adopted, that's
yeah,
not.
because there's, I mean, no
Skip
doubt,
on the books.
no doubt we'll get this on the books and a month from now, we'll have an amendment.
Yeah.
For
Yeah.
it, so we include these things. At that point, we make it easier on the count,
Right.
because they were swarmed, I know that, right, Michelle? They wanted the copy, they wanted the blue line, the red line,
Mhm.
purple line, they're
Yeah, and
not
Pat,
anymore, gone.
from what I understand, Mark, Pat provided it via article, because it wasn't one document.
Yeah.
But he did, as much as he could to send it to them. But
Well,
then,
like I said last month, Article 4, right, is the meat and potatoes of the whole thing, everything else is just window dressing.
Right.
You know,
Right, yep.
so you get back to 13 and that's just sort of all these sort of random things that never got us anywhere else.
I like, the update on the sign ordinance, and documented here. The electronic signs, changeable signs, the illumination, timing on them. I thought that was all great. It's all specified. It's great.
I'm sorry.
So
and
Bob is
and
marked pages, so we
digital.
go by his markings, so what do we?
That's what I'm taking
Cannot be
down. Everybody was
online
supposed to go
form
through and make
signs.
suggestions.
I went through part of it, I.
Anyway, I think there's a lot of good things here. I'm just saying.
He does stuff.
No, I was just
Maybe,
saying, sorry,
'cause
because
he's always
no
going
doubt,
that way.
no doubt, every time something comes in, we say, oh. But we have that, and that's gonna be the new zoning ordinance, at some point, some topic item, every person is like.
Yeah.
We're changing that the next zoning ordinance, but now it's like, let's just get it done. Whatever comes in will be from the.
So Bob, are you making recommendations in those pages?
Well,
to
I'm
Mark?
making those, I think. As Todd said, I'll make a recommendation that we recommend. Approval of the new zoning ordinance. With consideration on the county comments, and also those couple comments I made about an airport in the RR zone. And excessive paper copies that we were. That's what.
So making the number of copies in the zoning consistent with what's in the file.
So you made a motion,
I made a motion.
I'll second.
The motion is second. Any comments or questions? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Okay,
Thank you.
no new business?
You
Continuing.
guys got a lot of stuff done here today. I'm glad to be here.
Oh, we're
Cleared off your whole agenda.
I'm really good to hear.
It's no classes during the summer.
That's gonna be a big thank you.
There are no classes in the summer.
No classes in classes. Okay, next meeting, August 21st. Todd, will you join us for that? Or you going on
He
vacation?
got so much work.
I should be on vacation.
He's on for another year.
I'm good for another year. I'll be back next July.
Just checking whether there's things out for you. Okay, no other business, motion to
I
adjourn.
make a motion to adjourn.
Motion, we have a second,
Second.
we have a motion to second, any comments or questions, all in favor?
Aye. Boy, this was a hard meeting.
All right.
If you're a reactor, let's
Appreciate
talk.
you.
Yeah, thank you for